Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. In this video, I'll be going over how Coinbase just changed the game completely by integrating DEXs into the Coinbase mobile application. This allows Coinbase users to trade any asset on the Base network. Previously, it had to be listed on Coinbase. Now, if it's listed on a DEX on Base or Ethereum, you can trade it directly through Coinbase. This is really beneficial for some of the base coins I've been talking about here in the channel recently, like Aerodrome as well as TrebleSwap. Both have really performed well with this news release. So I'll be going over all the facts that you need to know in this video. Let's get into it. So Coinbase is one of the largest centralized exchanges in the entire world, and it's the largest in the US market, which is a massive market for crypto. And looking at the Coinbase Twitter account, I'm going to play this clip, and this is from last Friday at a big Coinbase summit that took place. Let's listen to this guy from Coinbase talk about this new update.
That's why today I'm incredibly excited to share with you that we will be integrating decentralized exchanges from Base directly into the main Coinbase app.
So they'll integrate DeFi exchanges, decentralized exchanges on Base directly into the Coinbase app is what he just said.
Enabling Coinbase users to access and trade millions of assets on-chain as soon as they're created directly in the same safe and trusted Coinbase app they already use.
You heard the man. Millions of coins, even if they're just created a second ago, you'll be able to trade them directly in the Coinbase application through decentralized exchanges. Cue the applause. Yes, very impressive, right guys? Now the implications of this news, it's massive. Here's an article that just briefly summarizes it. So Coinbase will integrate decentralized exchanges into the app. Users will be able to trade any crypto token. And CEO Brian Armstrong had previously complained the company couldn't keep up with the proliferation of crypto tokens. So it's very clear that centralized exchange volume and usage has been declining, and DEXs are 100% the future. So here we have Coinbase taking a step here to integrate DEXs because they understand that the centralized exchange business model is really going out of style into the future. So they're keeping up with the times here, and this is a major integration. So now moving along, if we look at DeFi Llama and look at the Base network here, the Base chain, the current total value locked is 3.83 billion. And if we look at the DEX volume here, that's these green volume bars. See, I can switch it off and I can switch it back on. So the daily volume is currently around today it's 1.2 billion, okay? So at its peak, the DEX volume was around 2 billion, 2.5 billion. So it's still down from its peak around New Year's, December, January 2025. However, with this integration, it just made it seamless for users to interact with Base coins, meme coins, DeFi coins, whatever. They no longer have to be listed on Coinbase. That removes so much friction, and it's all through the Coinbase app, which is extremely well trusted. So I think this is going to be a huge boost for retail to come on and really start trading Base coins in a way that we haven't necessarily seen before. This is definitely something to keep an eye on. And the major beneficiaries from this news release, it just took place last Friday, it's Base DEXs, okay? Aerodrome Finance here, it's the number 2 protocol by TVL on Base. I did just happen to cover Aerodrome, as we can see around 3 weeks ago in this video. And if we look at the Aerodrome video, it was released on the 26th of May. And at the time of the video recording, the price was around 68 cents. And I basically said, look for it to drop down to around 50 cents. That's the level to look for. And if we look at what happened here, right, the price of Aerodrome dropped directly to the 50-cent level. And then it put on a pretty nice pump, as we can see, around 77% from the highs to the lows. And it's still up around 53% after coming back into this supply level. All right, so major win here with the swing trade on Aerodrome. Analysis played out perfectly. And also I made a video on TrebleSwap as well, and this was on the 2nd of June, so a few days after the Aerodrome video. Another Base DEX, TrebleSwap is trading for 33 cents. If we look at this thing now from 33 cents, it is 66% higher at 55 cents. Okay, so 2 major wins in the past few weeks where the market has been pretty brutal. And I had no insider information about Base DEX integration. Nobody tipped me off. I just have my finger on the pulse here, okay? And I try and concentrate my time looking at the best opportunities in the market. Now, if you guys miss these plays, if you miss these trades, and you don't want to miss any in the future, be sure to join the winning side. Join Crypto Empire if you haven't already by smashing that subscribe button down below. By the way, with TrebleSwap, I've been talking about it from the time of its release. We were able to get into the public IDO. Everyone who watches the YouTube channel and everyone who did that bought the tokens for 10 cents. It's 55 cents now. So anyways, just a major win, and I expect even more upside in the future for TrebleSwap because it's such a low market cap. Okay, that means it has tremendous upside. Obviously, there is risk involved, so do your own research, not financial advice. But I will continue to be bullish on TrebleSwap into the future. And then Aero, like I said in the Aerodrome video, it's just the base token whale coin. Okay, this is like Coinbase's project essentially. And we can look at this tweet here as well from the Coinbase account. This is from yesterday. So you can see that you can get a boosted airdrop from Aerodrome Finance with Coinbase One. They say Aerodrome is the top exchange on Base with token lockers voting and earning rewards weekly. Users who create a new lock of 2,500 plus VE Aero qualify for a bonus airdrop, and Coinbase One members receive a 1.3x boost. So Coinbase, they created Aerodrome basically, right? That's why I say it's the chosen whale coin of Coinbase. It's so clear, right? So that's why I talk about it here on the channel. And then of course I like true DeFi projects such as Treb. Now let's go back to the original news and why we're making this video, right? So with DEX trading coming to Base, which projects are going to benefit the most? Of course, DEX tokens themselves. We went over those already. Aero, Treb, on fire. I think those are the only two relevant DEX tokens that you should even be paying attention to on Base personally. Who else would benefit on Base? Well, because there's no more bridging, no more cross-chain swapping to try and buy things on Base, you can just do it all through the Coinbase application. I think this is going to really benefit Base meme coins down the line when we do get the big Bitcoin dominance drop, right? When we see USDT dominance drop further, when we see the total 2 and the total 3 really convincingly break out here and altcoins really have a lot of liquidity to run again, I think that Base meme coins could really see a substantial boost from this recent news, right? So some of the top memes on Base would be coins like Toshi, of course, by market cap, 213 mil. Brett is still a high market cap. However, at this point in time, one of the main selling points from Brett was that it would eventually get listed on Coinbase, and this would make it beat out all the other Base tokens. But with this news now, that main selling point by the Brett community is pretty much obsolete. So we'll see what happens with Brett. Not necessarily crazy bullish on it. I think the floodgates are going to probably open for some smaller market cap projects, ones I've talked about a lot before, right? Stuff like Keyboard Cat. Remember the value area on KeyCat? Almost coming back into it here, right? This green value area below 30 million market cap. Coins like Doggin, Me, Miggles, Ski potentially. I think these ones can see a really substantial boost. So I would continue to monitor the Base scene with meme coins. We know the top DEXs, right? Pretty comfortably positioned in those because we were early to this narrative that people that weren't now have to essentially chase. But overall, yeah, we're bullish on Base here at Crypto Empire, and it's good to see the thesis playing out in real time. Again, if you want to join the winning side, get access to this information before it becomes news, well then hit that subscribe button down below. So in this video, we went over the major Base DeFi news, how Base DEXs have been integrated into Coinbase, really removing a ton of friction for retail user experiences. No more bridging, no more annoying swapping, no more not being able to buy a token if it's not listed on Coinbase. People that use Coinbase can get access to any token on Base as well as ETH. So major stuff. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below, and also drop a comment. Are you bullish on Base? How do you feel about this news? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.